All right, joining us now to talk about this is Razak Olukoba, co-founder, the Southwest Security Outfit, Operation Amotekun. Good morning.
Good morning.
And thank you for joining us on TVC Breakfast. I'm certain that you would be excited now seeing that this is gradually coming to fruition. And when you look closely at the bill, would you say that it is concise and covers every issue or that was generated initially when the outfit was launched?
First and foremost, you agree with me that the aspiration of the people has been met because it's an issue that emanated from the people. This insecurity has traumatized the psychology of the world globally, and people take peculiar steps to resolve it. Outside the general security that is known by the universal law. So Amotekun is just one of it. And for doing that, it's a good thing that is beginning to happen in our country. The way the federal government has handled it, I am really impressed because there's a fear that there are ulterior motives behind it, and there's no motive behind Amotekun other than the fact that we want to protect Yoruba land and every single soul living in Yoruba land, including properties and anything that needs protection. So there should be no fear for people. So as we proceed now, we will begin to perfect answering your question. We begin to perfect if there are areas that those laws are not covered because it's continuous. It's a continuous exercise. So the takeoff is what is important. Once we take off, the relation between the federal police and Amotekun, we begin to fine-tune it. Okay. The fear of the police and Nigerians that can there be contradiction is a universal standard that there will be a federal authority that will be looking at their fear of Amotekun. And any state that turns Amotekun into a militia will be federalized. There should be that understanding there that is solely for the purpose of that creation, which is to protect lives and property of Yoruba. So the initiative is not about the governors. It's about the people. It's about the people of the Southwest who felt that, I like your intro, what you said, that the police are overwhelmed. That is the pattern all over the world. Federal police address peculiar issues, peculiar national issues, but there are salient issues that, salient security matters that no other people can better address it than the people who are traditionally the people of that area.
The people themselves.
And
indigenous people of that area.
That these persons that that will be empowered to perhaps use arms will be able to handle this.
There are Yoruba people in federal police, and they got the right training. The fact that you are an Igbo man, the fact that you are an Ijoma, Hausa man, doesn't mean that when it now turns to protecting your region, you now become a different people. What is important is the kind of orientation they give them, the kind of training that they give them.
Which is another concern for some persons. These people do not have the right training.
The police were trained too.
Of course.
Police were trained too.
They are trained.
In
neighborhood. And that is the concerns people have heard.
In neighborhood.
Because in the bill, there is a provision where they are looking to, give these people licensed arms. And they haven't been trained for such.
You cannot run after armed bandits. You can't run after armed robbers with toothpick. Even if it's not as sophisticated as what they have, there must be something that is almost equal to it.
But the concern she's talking about is the fact that when someone is given arms who is not properly trained to handle it, it becomes a thing of...
when you say properly trained, are Nigerian police not properly trained?
They are, but there's a question about the fact that the Amotekun group might not be properly trained to handle it both physically and psychologically.
And there are fears of extrajudicial killings, like we have even witnessed with even the police.
State governance is an institution. They run parliament, they run judiciary, you have governors, you have local, and they've been running their affairs since the creation since 1967 or so. So if you say an institution that has progressed since 1967 cannot handle simple security matters,
not the institution,
it is an aberration.
The people that will be employed.
It is under an institution, state institution.
Okay.
It's not an individual. It is not under the tutelage of an individual organization. It's been taken over by state government. So fears, that's one thing that we must try to address in Nigeria. Trust, we don't have any alternative than to trust each other. Amotekun is not trained to traumatize anybody. It is not targeted at anybody. When Obasanjo ban is banned, I was opposed to Obasanjo's ban. Then his ban is a creation of the northern people who felt that their life will be more secure if they have his ban. The civilian JTF, the killing is going down there. It's a low-scale war. It's not fair to say that you must ban JTF. So anything that secures the life of Nigerian people, you must bring it on board.
So of course, the trust will come over time.
Over time. It is even around now. What Amotekun has done since the initiative has come on board has become so popular. Have you had the comment of anybody? Have you had any analysis by me, any of the people that are promoting this, that this is the time to now attack certain people? No. So the fear should not be there. We should trust each other. There's an assurance and guarantee that lives of everybody will protect under Amotekun. There's that assurance there.
All right, let's leave it here now. Thank you so much, Razak Olukoba, for speaking with us.
It's a pleasure being with you.
Joining us to talk about this is Razak Olukoba, co-founder at the Southwest Security Outfit, Operation Amotekun. Thank you for joining us on TVC Breakfast.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, viewers at home.
All right. Let's quickly take a closer look at the bill. And this time around, I'd like for you to touch on remuneration in terms of how the outfit will be generating funds. And one of the ways it says is going to be via gifts and donation from individuals and corporate bodies, which this has also raised concerns from persons that when you say there will be gifts from persons, if the body will be receiving gifts from persons, wouldn't it make it easy to be compromised when you see a benefactor perhaps doing something contrary to what that could jeopardize security of the state?
It's because of the previous mindset that compel people to mystify the question of gift. Security endowment fund is what people actually meant when they said gift from people.
But that is not what is stated here.
But gift, that's the definition of what is meant, that individuals who are patriotic enough to donate, and you are not donating to individual members of Amotekun, you are donating to government.
But it should have been
the security endowment fund in Lagos State, and I think virtually all the states in the country. And so there will be such body too, such initiative too on ground. We are aware that there's a challenge of funds in all the states. Some they can't pay school, but there are individuals who are blessed enough to make such contribution. That's one. Two, but the important thing is every public office holder, the first orientation you must give them is patriotism. Once they are patriotic, the remuneration is not secondary, it's also important.
Very.
But the remuneration, you are going to improvise it and be prudent enough to be able to take you home. Security is very sensitive. Their welfare is so important. And that's why it's spelled out that the capacity of government may not be sufficient to take care of them. That's why we welcome.
So how bodies. Sustainable then will this process be, this operation be?
In the rest of the world too, such bodies like this are also funded by organizations and individual. So Nigeria is not out of place. Yeah. The individual roles in issues like this is very, 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 very important.
Doesn't that make it open to compromise, and how sustainable will it be?
I have answered your question that donations are not going to individual members of Amotekun.
I know, we
there
understand.
Will be a body. There will be, as part of the law, there is also the body that will oversee Amotekun, just like school board, institutions board.
Absolutely.
So that board will be the one to scrutinize whichever fund that is coming in which direction, who is going to monitor and ensure that there is sanity and dignity in the way they receive funding. So if it is all about security, it's going to be the concern of everybody. And trust is important. All eyes are on Amotekun now because of the controversy that has trailed it. But I want to assure you that you have a pattern, cultural pattern in Yoruba land, that know the son of who you are, and ensure that that name, this Yoruba person, that's the name of dignity and honor, is what we are going to instill on all the officials of Amotekun, and it's going to be our guiding principle. So we assure Nigerians that, and everybody that's going to live in Yoruba land and be protected by Amotekun, that they are going to deliver their duty diligently without fear or favor to anybody.
Looking at the security outfits that have been established in the country, the police and all, In all of this, Nigerians have lost trust in the ability of the security outfit. Now, that lack of trust will also move towards Amotekun. How do we ensure that the trust is built over time? Because it's a new outfit. We do not know how its modus operandi. We do not know how it's going to work and ensure Nigerians are safe in Southwest. So how do we build trust over time?
There are similar outfits already in the country. There's ISBA and there's JTF. And it's not only about government, it's about all hands on deck. We should not see Amotekun as them. It's about all of us. Because a section of the Southwest seems to be the safest region in the country now. And we must not allow it to collapse, to fall in the hand of what we are witnessing across the country. What is important is that let's have a mindset that it is going to work. Let us all come together to make our own contribution to it by advocacy, by orientation. And I know by all the state governors who has run the affair of their state since 1967 to date without collapsing. You should know that such institutions also have capacity, who have Minister of Finance, who have civil service, who are implementing our security policy, who have parliament, who also have capacity to run and Amotekun is just an aspect of the state affair. So we assure everybody that have fears and that have concerns about Amotekun that they should not exercise any fear.
All right, let's leave it here now.
And it's going to be successful.
Right. We hope so too. Razak Olukoba, thank you for speaking with us.
Razak Olukoba, co-founder, the Southwest Security Outfit Operation Amotekun, joins us now to talk more on this. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, so this outfit, it was supposed to be a regional outfit, but now it has nosedived into a state outfit. Now, how do you expect, tell us about the mode of operation of the group Amotekun?
Unifying it together.
Well, there should be an understanding between the states, because if you are in the pursuit of a criminal in Ogun and you escape into Lagos State, so how do you sustain that pursuit? So already there's that synergy that's existing, and that's why the whole question, not written, not legally, there must be that relationship between all the 6 states. It makes it easy to do that. When criminals are running away from the they will buy fuel, they will do their attire, they will talk to people. So all those axes where they will pass, there must be that network that will cover it. So if a state is doing its own in isolation, it's not going to help each other. And that is why there must be that synergy. Even there must be a synergy not only among the states, with the police as well. And that's why the governors, we must commend them for what they have done, for handling the issue very well, taking time to explain to President, to IG, and all other people who seem to have skepticism over the issue. And we must also commend the Parliament that the usual parliamentary delays that bills used to undergo, they didn't exercise any restraint before they go into it and do their work. So it's a wonderful thing. And for people who are having skepticism about this, we have to continue to assure people that there's no need for fear. It's about security.
Okay. So now talking about the people, because we have seen that even relating with police officials, some people have, some skepticism and also that trust. How would you expect the people now across the 6 states to relate with the Amotekun, and in fact the Amotekun itself relating with the people, such that their work will be made easier?
We have to boost the morale. We have to give them all the support that they will need. And as for the police, it's more hands on deck for them. The country itself has seen the police are not doing enough, and that's not the case. It's because of the peculiar role each police or each security authority plays from each layers. The federal police have a peculiar role. The regional police have a peculiar, state and local government. So they should just see Amotekun as an outfit that has come to complement and help the effort of the police to play the role that is peculiar in nature that federal police should naturally not be able to play. Now, the herdsmen are not doing what they are doing on behalf of any ethnic group. The terrorists are not doing on behalf of any religious group. they are doing it because they are criminals. So Amotekun is also on board, not to pursue any ethnic group. It's on board to pursue criminals who are kidnapping, who are terrorizing the people. So it's essentially for every soul living in Yoruba land. It's not specifically for Yoruba people. So there should be that assurance, constant assurance and reassurance that this outfit is set out in the interest of the country, in the interest of the nation, not a sectional
because
interest.
Some groups felt, or some ethnic group felt that they weren't carried along in the first place while all of this was going on. So that is
outside
why
Yoruba land or within Yoruba land?
the groups within Yoruba land saying that they were not carried along while this outfit was being formed. And so that is why they felt that this is targeted at them.
That's why consultation and the exercise of talking must not stop. There must be that continuous talking between all these groups. We were aware, we know what was happening from the beginning. The conceptualization of the idea, we were involved and we were part of it. And what the governor has just done is just the aspiration of Yoruba people that they announced. It's not about the governors. It's
Why
about the people.
were those ethnic groups not carried along in the
There
first
were
place?
so many groups, and you know very well that even policy government at times is when government announces that you are aware. Orientations that government does at times, people don't know. They say, well, when did the government do this? And the reason might have been on for 6 months. So the role they play is what is important. It's not whether they are carried along or not. It is the role that they play and how it is being managed. I have conviction that the state and the Southwest have the capacity to run Amotekun very well. You know that there are collaborations in agriculture, education, transport system. It's been on. The development agenda for Western Nigeria has been on it. It's not only about security. All aspects of our life, there's that collaboration. And to make it easier, when you have regular railway line across the Southwest, because if you have curriculum that's similar in nature, it has to be popular because when you put history in your curriculum, it's a regular thing as a Yoruba state. So security also is also peculiar. So if you make it a regional thing, it's going to be easy because of that collaboration. And as a regional basis, it will be easy to also relate with regions that are closer to us, that the South-South and the Southeast and the Northwest. That collaboration will be easy.
Okay, so how foolproof is this Amotekun? Because we see that after this administration, one comes in and nullifies what the other administration has done.
There's no continuity,
There's no
and
continuity.
the government is meant to be a continuum. So how is this going to be taken care of?
That's in the hand of the people. It's not for individual to assure. People must ensure that there's that continuity, because